I love how spirit is so spontaneous, and it doesn't it just takes us above the routine that the mind gets attached to. So I felt to follow that prompt and just go all the way with it. So before I start reading, I'm gonna play a little song that was given for this chapter, and then I'll continue the reading. So here we go.
This song is called Forgiveness. It is time to finally see that I am not who I've believed myself to be. I must be determined to see beyond this world that was made to blind me by hiding the key that could open up the door of my heart to where I know you really are. I can't believe I've been searching for so long outside for what was already mine. You told me over and over that I was your son, but I couldn't hear it. Finally I took a chance and I gave you my life, and you gave me forgiveness. It is time to open my mind to all the love that I've been running from. It is mine to finally receive, so I will let it in and let it overtake me. I have the key that will open up the door of my heart to where I know who you really are. I can't believe I've been searching for so long outside for what was already mine. You told me over and over that I was your son, but I wouldn't hear it. Finally I took a chance and I gave you my life, and you gave me forgiveness. I'm in your heart for always, and I cannot leave. I'm in your heart for always, and I cannot leave. 'Cause there ain't nowhere else to go. I can't leave, 'cause there ain't nowhere else to go. It is time to finally see I am not who I've believed myself to be. I can't believe I've been searching for so long outside for what was already mine. You told me over and over that I was your son, but I wouldn't hear it. Finally I took a chance and I gave you my life, and you gave me. I can't believe I've been searching for so long outside for what was already mine. You told me over and over that I was your son, and you gave me forgiveness.
Yeah. I love how everything flows so perfectly. I was just sitting here and, I went inside my mind and I said, it just came in, share this song for this chapter. And there's just so much love that came through. Into going deeper into what forgiveness is, and that's exactly what we're beginning chapter 16, and it's on forgiveness. So I'm gonna start the reading, and it says, forgiveness. The ego has a version of forgiveness that humanity has bought hook, line, and sinker. The belief is, I forgive you for what you did to me, or I forgive myself for what I did to you. This is not really forgiveness. It doesn't work. It is no wonder that in the Bible, Jesus was quoted as saying, when you forgive, forgive 70 times 7. If you are forgiving in an ego way, you have to do it more than 490 times. It is endless. You could do it 490,000 times or 490 million times. If you just keep forgiving in the ego's way, you will still feel guilty and you will wonder why it didn't work. I did it plenty of times. How many Hail Marys do you have to do to get out of this difficult feeling? As long as you are trying to forgive what you believe somebody did to you or what you did to somebody, you will not really forgive. You are on the ego's playing field. It loves it when you get angry at something in the world. The ego is like a little spider sitting back in its web, saying, haha, fool them again. They think it is about this or that. The ego is hiding behind the projection. It is disguised by what you project. You don't recognize that it is in charge. The ego's form of forgiveness makes an error real first, and then, out of your own goodness, you can forgive it. This way, you are attempting a forgiveness that can never accomplish the goal of peace. The ego is the first premise of an erroneous thought system. And anyone who studies logic knows that if your first premise is faulty, then everything after it is faulty. True forgiveness is not like forgiveness of the world, where you forgive somebody for what they did to you. Divine logic starts with another premise. You are whole, you are complete, you are innocent. This leads to a way of forgiveness that truly works. It involves bringing the projections back in and taking full responsibility for your mind and thoughts. You forgive your perception, your idea of what you thought the other did, because in truth, they did not do it. It was only a projection of belief. This may sound strange. The ego scratches its head and says, oh, forgiving what they didn't do. That sounds quite difficult. But your mind is powerful and made up everything you perceive. Complete forgiveness means seeing and deeply experiencing that nothing happened. This is peace of mind, the highest state. The step we take in forgiveness now is about allowing perceptions and beliefs to come up in awareness and be released to the spirit within. The way is to join with others rather than separating from them and being the forgiveness. Being the forgiveness takes blame off the objects. Forgiving my mother, forgiving my father, forgiving the Holocaust, forgiving white supremacy, forgiving racism, forgiving the president, forgiving my body. When you take the focus of all the specific things that blame seems to be about and take it all the way in, you will realize you are only forgiving the self that you thought you made, the self that took the place of what you truly are. As I got into mysticism, I seemed to fill in the role, an image of a son. At one point, my father came to me with a look of remorse in his eyes and a look of such sadness. These words came out of his mouth. "Dave, I wasn't a very good father." It was a moment of admission. I had already reached a consistent experience of peace at that point, and I said, "That is nonsense. You did the best you could based on what you believed, and I did the best I could based on what I believed. Whatever that was, autopilot, repression, projection, at the time, it was the best I could do based on what I believed about myself." I said, "This game is over now. I'm not going to ever hold you to anything. I'm not going to hold you to the dad role, and I'm not holding me to the son role, because I have seen that the ego made up those roles." God creates us as spirit, not as mothers, fathers, sisters, and brothers. When I let go of playing these roles, my relationships lit up. I had forgiven the belief in roles. My father and I had the happiest and most loving, joyful relationship, and that relationship continued until the day that he passed away. At our last encounter, we were not holding onto the past. We were rejoicing in truth, joy, and happiness.